guys, and we're back. We're back with the revised review on the FM SCAR 16S. Okay, a lot of you guys pretty much know where this thing's background is for. This thing was originally designed for special operations use. That's actually what the acronym SCAR stands for. It stands for Special Operations Combat Assault Rifle. And bottom line, this thing has superb zero malfunctions out of this rifle. Everything that I can throw at it, from really, really shitty Lake City. Pretty good training angle in my
domination.
Wolf also, that's what a lot of people complain about. And pretty decent manufacturing and PMC. But it ran it all, it didn't care about it all, and I got 1 inch to less than 1 inch shot groups out of this at 100 yards the entire time. So, we're gonna go over a slightly scripted agenda here. And first things first, this is laughably light stock. Okay. What's really screwed up is that this thing is bound and it's standing on it's light as hell. Okay. When you add into it actually looks like as far as weight is concerned, but that's bare bones. The M16.
Capturing Bravo.
So this thing is stupidly light, especially for how reliable and robust it is internally. It's very, very light. Okay. It does run standard AR-15
enemy controls 2 objectives. Take that back.
I run a caveat by that because one of the most popular magazines out there is the Magpul P-Mag.
Assist your team at B.
The only Magpul P-Mags that will run in this rifle out of the package are the E magazines and the latest generation of P-Mags. The standard Gen 2 P magazines and the Windows P-Mags that are out right now actually cause problems that I'll illustrate a little bit later, but they do cause problems, and if you run them in your SCAR, you're going to cause damage to your bolt release and your bolt. So stop if you are. There are ways to modify it and get away with it, but honestly, the standard P-Mags fit so tight in this lower to start with that I wouldn't actually run them in my rifle, mainly because they won't drop free. You have to strip them out individually.
I'm taking
And as light as it is, it's surprisingly durable. There's a couple of war scratches on this guy because this is the newest rifle in my collection, but I have 500 rounds to it in a short period of time. Okay. It has not given me any issues whatsoever on reliability. It's taken a hit and kept going. The build quality speaks for itself because the stocks that lots of people are complaining about, rickety and stuff like that, these stocks move no more than a Magpul CTR. So if you're comfortable with a collapsible stock like the CTR, you're comfortable with the SCAR's factory stock, so don't worry about it. Okay, this gun is surprisingly simple. I mean, it looks scary and it looks kind of like a boat, but the rifle is surprisingly simple because I'm going to field script this real quick.
We have the advantage.
There you go. You have a field strip gun. If you want to take your bolt out, all you would have to do is push out this pin, your bolt comes out, your firing pin comes out. Actually, you push out this pin and your firing pin comes out, and then you remove this retaining pin that's holding your bolt in place. And then your bolt Okay. The rifle is staggeringly simple. And it's also worth noting, as well as its simplicity, that when you're reassembling the rifle, you have to remove I'm sorry, when you're disassembling the rifle, you have to remove the charging handle. Okay, and I'm gonna get this closer so that you can see it. Now,
Control.
this charging handle is a recess for it, right here. If you flip this over to the other side, you can see that that recess is still there. You can take your charging handle and place it on the other side, which means or the right-hand side based on your personal preference. Okay? So, like I said, staggeringly simple and very, very easy to use. Now my rifle is assembled and loaded again. I can continue to review. Now, a criticism that I do have, although that this is actually evolving in the marketplace, especially the aftermarket marketplace, is that accessories and spare parts for this guy are actually limited. It is a fairly new rifle still, and it is catching on slowly as people are starting to figure out that this rifle is pretty awesome and, in my mind, absolutely worth the money. But the accessories and spare parts market for it is pretty scarce. So, I mean, honestly, that's only going to mend itself as time goes on and as people start to rely on it more and more. And I would think that accessories and spare parts will start becoming more like just abound for it when a police agency or 2 or 3 or 12 decides that they want to adopt this rifle to replace their ARs or
how my team
their
allowed that.
shotguns in some cases.
Oh, I don't know how.
You know,
Because
it is
they're
what it
idiots.
is. Another criticism that I do have is that although the rifle is of very fine quality, the price is kind of high.
About as well as my controller.
I know I bought this for about $2,200. That was with a pretty serious military
Time I gotta
discount.
blow into it.
I've seen in the same shop this go for $2,600. I've seen them higher than that. So honestly, the rifle to me does not warrant the extra expense. But in a lot of ways,
telling
they
you.
get to name their price really.
This is stupid.
On you an outstanding rifle. This is basically like an HK416 or a Barrett Rex 7 as far as dependability and just outstanding performance and smoothness of shooting and all of that good stuff. Okay, so a price is relative to what you're willing to spend. Okay, so I just hope that this thing gets more of a much needed good track record because it is actually currently serving within U.S. Special Forces. Now we're going to get into some certain things that I do like and dislike about it. We're going to start with the dislikes first because there are a lot more things that I like about it. The first thing that I dislike about this is that rear sight, although very functional and very useful, is very easy to sweep out of the way. You can see that I can just dust it like so. And if you're running around and you need your irons for some reason, and then you sling up your rifle and you start running somewhere and suddenly it's like that, you have to push it back in order to use it. I would find that extraordinarily annoying. Okay, the next thing that I actually do not like about this specific system is that if you're going for a fully ambidextrous system, okay, I do understand why they make the charging handle. It's on both sides because that would actually get in the way in some cases because the charging handle does reciprocate with the rifle. But I would have liked to see a ambidextrous bolt release because you have magazine release and safety, but you don't have bolt release. I would have liked to see something similar to the Knight's Armament AR-15, where there's a bolt release button on the other side to make it easier on the shooter, because even if you're right-handed or left-handed, if you get into complicated shooting positions, you will have to change over. So having uniform controls would have just been a bigger plus in my mind. Okay, the next thing that I didn't like too much is the sling mounting hardware. The sling mounting hardware, in my mind, it was not that good. You can see that there are a couple spots for it here. You can see that there are a couple of spots
said that's
for it
the one
here.
problem.
There's one on the
There's
other
a couple
side.
problems with
I
battle
put a
rifles.
key ring on this so that I can run a 1-point sling
Ammunition
effectively.
capacity.
Okay. And there's
Kit weight.
also some up here.
Taking Bravo.
And while they do work fairly well, they don't offer much movement whatsoever. And because I'm a 1-point sling guy, I need some movement from my sling mounting hardware for it to work well. Okay. And also, the next thing that I actually dislike quite a bit is while the stock is folding and you can shoot with it while it's folded,
Bravo.
this this stock latch is annoying because it is made out of polymer. I can just see that shearing off
Hostiles are
real
taking
easy,
Bravo. Control 2 objectives.
as well as the fact that
I haven't had a problem
having a
with the,
folded stock in a
stocks
vehicle is a
shooting off
really
like
good
that.
idea, just because overall length is
Changing back.
reduced. Okay, because military operations with vehicles mean that those vehicles are packed super tight. It is a great idea to fold the stock, but make sure it's
Yeah, I'm not going that way anymore.
Make it
My team,
aluminum
I don't know what they're
steel
doing.
or something. Okay,
All of my deaths keep coming through that.
I don't understand why they couldn't have just done that outright. I believe that with later generations.
I don't like
of the
dying
rifle,
because
they'll start
someone
to
else
make
didn't do their
problems, but
job.
As of right now,
I get
that's a
clipped, I
giant
get
pain in the
clipped.
ass.
I don't want to get clipped because
Okay.
someone else didn't do what they were supposed to.
Now, you guys can see that there's a monolithic rail up here. That's good. The adjustable gas system is a short stroke gas piston system, so I need to be able to switch between suppressed and unsuppressed fire. That's good because there's only 2 modes. I don't have to sit there and dick around with it to get the right mode I need. It's either on or off. So that's good for me.
The enemy holds 2 objectives.
These handguards are awesome. Okay, while some complain that they're a little short, for me personally, I just back off the stock a little more, and it runs just fine for me. And my extension is perfect. But the really big plus about these handguards is that they are great heat shields.
More
Okay.
magnification would do better.
I've done meltdown drills
Like the
where
6x L cam
send
would definitely be better in this
friggin'
situation.
6 magazines downrange as fast as possible. Change it out, bang, bang, change it out, bang, bang. And the handguards were actually comfortable to hold. Okay? If I tried that on a gas piston AR
Control 2
or
objectives.
an AK, I would have melted my goddamn hand off. Okay? So, outstanding heat shields, especially for being free-floated. Okay? What I'm mainly impressed with is how smooth this system is. Okay, the bolt and op rod that you saw me pull out, like the guts of the rifle, are very heavy, and that works in concert with the PWS brake on the front here. And it just means for a very smooth shooting rifle in that my aim point actually stays on target if I'm trying to shoot at a 10-inch plate at 50 yards.
let 'em just
That's
walk right
fucking
into our
awesome.
house.
Okay, just being able to shoot faster is a big plus if you have a really smooth shooting system. Okay, so that's pretty much the rundown on the rifle. I really hope that you guys enjoyed the revision to both of these. So let me know what you think. Like, favorite, and subscribe. And remember,
I don't know.
a regular guy's firearm
And it only can
is
push
the
me so
last
far.
defense against tyranny. Be safe and keep shooting.
Enemy in the compound.
Defend your homestead.
I will follow.
You recall that I posted a video not too long ago asking you if you wanted me to post a extended review on the FN Scar 16S. Now, the extended review meaning not extra detail that I forgot or anything like that. It's more of a how is the rifle doing over a length of time with a number of rounds to it. Now, I've had this rifle for a few years now, and whether it's training with Costa Lewis in northern and central Florida, going to Camden, Tennessee to train with Tactical Response,
trying to
shooting
fire
with
semi-auto
Force
on
4
this
or
game,
the Tactical Firearms
everything
Academy
full
down
auto,
in
and
central and south Florida.
perfectly accurate on full auto.
We're starting to
hard.
figure out, you know, that this gun has been shot a lot. Or just recreational shooting, or teaching people how to shoot with a carbine type rifle.
But in a real
Now,
life situation, you will be using
this particular rifle
semi-auto
has
most likely.
run
Even if you have a
itself
firework.
through a lot. I've put this rifle through about 5 different carbine courses, each one spanning a minimum of 1,500 rounds apiece. Some of them are higher than that. Okay, so with that just being said, that's a lot of rounds that have been through it. This rifle, in total, has been put through about 18,000 rounds. It just crossed over that 18,000th round during the advanced fighting
3 of
rifle
those
class
really
in
should just be attributed to
Camden,
my
Tennessee
team.
that I took with Tactical
3 of those
Response.
deaths.
Now,
It is
what we're going to go over is its service life. What have I noticed while I've been carrying the thing around, or have been shooting the thing, where there are degradations in accuracy, where a lot of myths that people were talking about held true, and on and on and on. And what we're also going to do is we're going to strip the rifle and basically show off how it wears, how well does it handle dealing with a high round count like that. So, and a big thing to know also, by the way, is that the vast majority of ammunition that I blasted through this rifle is Wolf ammunition. Okay, you guys can see the steel cased ammo in kind of a crusty magazine, but it's the principal ammo that I shoot. And whether the ammo's rusty or not, it works. So for the love of God, can we stop bitching about Wolf ammo? Anyway, I'm going to move the tripod here, and we're going to move over to the barrel. Now, the barrel of this rifle is kind of neat because it's impressive in that it can handle things like a distance accurate shot with a pencil profiled barrel. I can shoot the thing fast, and it's light. Okay, now there are advantages to a pencil profiled barrel and disadvantages, just like anything else. Now, first things first, pencil profiled barrels heat up faster. But unlike heavy profiled barrels, they also cool down faster. And the reason being is that because there is less steel to insulate the heat, it sheds it a lot faster. Make sense? Now, another really nice thing that is accommodating as far as how well the rifle sheds heat also has to do with its gas system. Now, its gas system is short stroke piston operated, and realistically speaking, okay, I'm not the guy normally that advocates short stroke piston guns all the time, because the advantages that a short stroke piston offers are not particularly in favor of the average person. Meaning, the advantages that a piston gun gives in 3 really big categories. The first one is in full auto fire.
Yeah.
How many of us do full auto fire? You know. The second one is suppressed. The transition between the two is going from non-suppressed to a suppressed setting on the gas system is very easy. You don't have to worry about lead time, timing issues, and all this other stuff. Now, while they're more popular than they were in the past, especially in the few years that I've owned it,
it was a left hand.
not that many of us are running around with a suppressor on our rifle. And the third really big one is Marionite. Coming out of a body of water and shooting at things instantly. You know what I mean?
Basically.
So, the advantages that a piston gun gives you, the major ones are almost void in a lot of ways. But a way that they do help the average everyday dude is that your working assembly, meaning your moving parts portion of your rifle, is typically much cleaner and there's less heat that builds on those parts. So that does help you, and it does allow you to basically beat the shit out of the parts longer without having to replace them.
You're needed an Alpha.
Okay, and honestly, the way that this gun wears, and we'll show you here in a minute, the operating system's going to outlast you, and the children of your kids are going to have to replace the parts. You know, so it is.
Got your 6.
Need backup at Alpha. We've lost Alpha.
Look out!
Securing Alpha.
Whoa! Why would they put me here?
Securing Alpha.
Bro,
We're holding Alpha. Assist your team at Charlie. We're taking Bravo.
Shit!
We're taking
Target
Bravo.
down!
We've lost Charlie.
so we have A now.
We're taking Bravo. We're taking Bravo. They've got 2 objectives. Keep it. Securing Bravo. We're holding Bravo.
Enemy at the top!
Good fire! Come on, man.
Reloading!
Your team at Bravo. Shield turret ready to deploy. We've got 2 objectives. Lock down.
That I've owned it. Not that many of us are running around with a suppressor on our rifles. And the third really big one is maritime operations. How many of you are coming out of a body of water and shooting at things instantly?
I'm gonna play for that.
You know what I mean? So, the advantages that a big gun gives you, the major ones anyway, are almost forced in a lot of ways. But a way that they do help the average everyday dude is that your working assembly, meaning your moving parts portion of your rifle, is typically much cleaner and there's less heat that builds on those parts. So that does help you, and it does allow you to basically beat the shit out of the parts longer without having to replace them. Okay, and honestly, the way that this gun wears, and we'll show you here in a minute, the operating system is going to outlast you, and the children of your kids are going to have to use parts. You know, so it is what it is.
Setting decoy.
But, that being said, let's go ahead and go to the gas system itself, and go over a couple of things that I noticed. Something that I noticed and that I said that I particularly didn't like at first about this rifle actually still holds true to this day. And it has to deal with iron sights. Now every once in a while I like to stretch my legs on iron sights just to keep the axe sharp. And in my initial review I stated that this was a pet peeve of mine because it's easy to sweep off with gear and whatnot. And either batteries would die because I would use shitty batteries for my optics, or I would decide I'm going to shoot with irons today because I want to make sure that I'm still shooting straight with them. And the minute I start walking around and shit like that with gear, it sweeps right off immediately. So, honestly, at this point, I haven't given it too much thought, honestly, because I've shot a lot more with the optics on than off. But thinking more as I go along. When I get to a point where I can replace it with a set of Troys or something like that, and it's just the rear sight, not the front, I will go ahead and do so, because this is a consistent issue that's not going away. Alright, now in a gas system such as this, your 12 o'clock position is your standard firing mode. Now, this rifle's gas system, or its piston, has not been cleaned recently. Matter of fact, I usually clean this thing around every 1,000 rounds or so. And when you start to let it get away from you, you start to notice things like it starts to try and stick on you. If it tries to stick on you and you need it to work, you can use basically the ass end of a pocket knife and just twist it.
You're an idiot. Then you're gonna just run out from cover.
Sorry, I'm slipping a little bit.
I mean, that's really more concealment. It's a damn
All you have to
barrel,
do is
but
twist
in
it
this
to the point
video
where
game is cover.
the tab on the inside here catches. And from there, you can switch back and forth, because now it's in its suppressed setting.
Setting a target.
Going back to the standard setting is as simple as that. And yes, it does stick a little bit because I haven't cleaned the piston in a while. Ooh, oh god, clean that gun, blah blah blah. But you'll also notice that the bleed off valves on the gas system are right below your front sight base here. And you can actually see a little bit of carbon built up on it. But in any case, it works very effectively. The gas system bleeds off unnecessary gases very, very, very effectively. So what that translates to is a smoother operating rifle altogether. However, something that I slated was a problem before that isn't now, actually, is the rail sections here. And a lot of people complain about, oh, they're short and this and that and the other. I personally don't care about this anymore.
Yeah, I really do.
Mainly because the
Y'all
way that
always
I
like to
shoot
do
the
that.
rifle now is not the way that a lot of people try to make it for a shot. I grip this rifle with this little stubby grip here
Come on. I still have
in
to
a similar
clear it.
manner that I would a short barrel rifle, because the rifle itself was originally designed to be much shorter than it is, especially the light. The Scar Light was supposed to be a 10.5-inch gun, and because of NFA issues, the civilian models are shipped in mass with 16-inch barrels. Now, there are longer barreled versions of it. There are 14.5-inch barrels out there and stuff like that, but the fact of the matter remains. This is a carbine length set of handguards, rail handguards, and all the shit that's on it is based around a carbine length gun. And I used to be really, really wrapped around this C-clamp and stuff like that. And a lot of people will name it different. Like the guys from the AK Operators Union will call it the Scorpion grip and shit. Which is whatever, it's all the same. But instead of messing with a C-clamp grip on the rifle, I instead just kind of use it in a similar way that I would actually use any other down grip and whatnot on the forend, to where I'm just using it as a reference point, and I would just kind of stop my thumb on the light and go to the pressure pad for the D-ball if I have to. So now a lot of guys will say, well, what about that charging handle getting in your way? I've been in all manner of positions, and I've been in all manner of weird places to shoot this rifle. And unless I'm laying the rifle out and extending it this way, you have nothing to worry about. And if you are worried about getting your reciprocating charging handle in dirt and causing malfunctions, all you would really have to do if you're stretching out in that particular shooting position is lay your hand under the rifle, use the magazine to prop it up, and your forearm to pin on the stock here. And you can basically leverage it and use the rifle's control if you need to. Just keep your digits pulled back or braced on the object to where you're basically going like so that you can stay out of the way of the charging handle, and that's not a problem. Okay. Something else. Now, there have been a lot of complaints about sling mounting hardware for the Star, and how what comes with it doesn't offer enough movement, or it's too small, or it's not in the right location. And I personally agree with that. This key ring, however, has been in the same place for the life of the rifle. This is the same exact key ring that I had when I did the first review on it. So it's not like it's in a really terrible place, but like a lot of people say, you know, there should have been more thought given to the design as far as the sling mounting hardware than that, and I personally agree with that. Because as the rifle comes stock, you have this on the right side of the gun, and a very, very small hook on the inside, as well as this is all HK style sling mounting hardware. And then you have the one up front on the left side of the gun, complemented by two more back here. I personally don't like that this was done. Later versions of this rifle I would like to see with something back here and one on the underside right in front of the fucking rail section there. So you solve the problem for both hands, and you put less loops on the rifle. So food for thought, I think. Another thing that a lot of people, again, have problems with, but I personally do not. Now, there have been other reviews in the past that went out, and a lot of people did not like the fact that the stock, while it's telescopic and folding, the folding latch on it is made out of polymer. Now, this folding latch that is in fact made out of polymer, honestly has seen no real wear. However, I hardly folded the thing up. The only time that I ever folded this guy was to transport it somewhere. And I've snapped it back into place every time. It's been a few years. There's no real issue with it. If you personally didn't have a lot of distaste for it, there is an aftermarket one out there that's aluminum. And yeah, I know it's bullshit because, you know, a $2,000 rifle that doesn't immediately get aftermarket parts for it is bullshit. But
Shoot them, not me!
truth be told, this isn't really an issue. This guy has been awesome. Anytime that I put magnified glass on this thing,
Yep, he just survived all of that shit.
magnified glass on this thing, raising that little cheek
I'm telling you, all they have to
just
do
a
is shoot
little
me
bit
once or twice and I'm
makes
dead
all the
every
difference in the
time.
world
I have to shoot them like
in
4 or 5
how
times.
affirmatively you can use that
Especially
piece
if
of
I
glass,
use 5.5
whether it's
really
range or not. And it's
It takes like
absolutely a
usually like
fantastic
3 to 4
feature, and
shots
it's
to the
rugged as shit.
Please.
Yes, it moves a little bit up and down,
Ready to deploy.
especially after age, but when your face is sitting on it, it's not moving at all. And if you dedicate a SCAR to mid to long range shooting,
Securing Bravo.
you can physically tape it down with like electrical tape and whatnot. I've witnessed a lot of guys do this, and they have no complaints with the cheek comb over time. And honestly, I think it's a fantastic ass feature of the stock itself. Now, something else. This to me is such a bullshit claim, because a lot of people are saying, oh, well, the stocks are flimsy on them. That might be the case for earlier rifles, but like I said, this rifle's about 3 years old now. Okay. It's seen a lot of use, it's been shot a lot.
Lock it down.
We can tell
Assist your team.
where I like my stock. One notch out, where I like shorter than people. But even when it's retracted, even when I was using it with glass, this glass, there isn't much movement whatsoever on this stock. It moves a little bit up and down, yes. But do the same thing to a Magnum MOE stock. See how much that moves. You know what I mean? I mean, there are aftermarket stocks out there for ARs, like the UBR and shit that don't move, or the CTR that you have to beat the shit out of that thing before it starts moving. But that little movement in a 5.56 rifle is
Got
nothing.
2 objectives. Keep hit. Securing B.
So,
Enemy at the
realistically speaking, there are a lot of little complaints on this rifle, but that's exactly what they are. They're little complaints. They have very little merit. We're field stripped. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go over the individual parts. We're going to see how they wore. You guys can always start to see this, but we're going to get nice and up close. Now, the finish on FN guns isn't anything to really scream about, but you can see that it's held up pretty well.
Scored a victory, mate. Let's have another.
Whoa,
That is
we
a
got by
testament
the hell no chin chin chin.
to short string piston guns and how much less stress you can put on your operating system. Because this thing has cycled an ass load of rounds through it, and there isn't that much wear. It's not that bad. Okay, we're going to look at this bolt that was originally this silvery color, except for this guy. And no cracking, no deformation of the bolt itself. This little notch in it is supposed to be there, yes. Okay. So there's no cracking, there's no deformation, there's just crap on it. But you can see it's actually in pretty good shape.
I like the
The cam pin wears evenly, which I personally really like. And this fucker is dirty.
Never shot an FN5.
And what's
I
funny
like it in
too
this
is that
game. Let me put it
everyone's
that way.
always
I like it in
concerned
the
about
game.
charging handle wear for some reason. But there you go.
I'm
So
gonna
the gun
try a
wears
couple
pretty
of the guns
evenly all around.
in this game in real life.
Now, here's the thing about this field strip. Okay, if I just pulled, the operating system out of it just to wipe it down, so I left the bolt in it and all that good jazz. One thing that I don't like is this. This is a small mandatory part that has to come out of the rifle, and honestly, I can see this getting kicked or stepped on or being lost in the dark or whatever, you know what I mean? So, and yes, a lot of guys are going to be there, are going to fucking stand up in their fucking mother's basements and scream at me, "Oh, well, you wouldn't take it apart in the dark and bro." Okay, I get it, shut the fuck up. Point
Capture and defend
is
the objectives.
you can't just
C.
field strip it anywhere like you can an AK-47 or an AR.
It's a lead
Or an
copy.
M4, whatever you call it. Okay. I wouldn't field strip this
Assist your
anywhere
team
at
at
any
B.
time. So that to me is a personal problem with the design.
Taking Bravo.
That being
I think I like
said,
the SIG more than I like the M4.
it's not a big deal because the system
At
is
least
running
they
had the
enough
Mark
to where I
18,
can breathe in daylight.
Block 2.
Makes sense?
They have the
Now,
M4.
something else that I noticed about this rifle is that
Got Bravo.
I mean, they may have it.
field strip and reassembly
I haven't
after
seen
the field strip is kind of slow. Now, a lot of guys are going to sit there, and again, they're going to stand up in their mother's basements and scream at me saying, "Oh, well, the field strip's not supposed to be that damn fast," and blah, blah, blah. Well, here's the problem that I have with that. If I'm actually shooting at people, then my rifle suffers a pretty bad malfunction to the point where I have to rip the lower off of this thing. I have to worry about pulling the lower, getting the stock off, pulling the recoil spring out, and the bolt carrier, and getting this charging handle out before I can actually get the rifle disassembled and then put back together. It's kind of slow, and we have to worry about a small part.
Enemy deployed.
So,
Taking Bravo.
speed, in a sense, is kind of important. So, that's another issue there. Now, a big selling point that this rifle had, and it was in real serious competition with the ACR, was for being able to change out barrels for different lengths and calibers and
Taking
shit.
Bravo.
First things first, where the fuck are the caliber conversions? That annoys me.
Objectives lost.
That was
Secondly,
one of the problems with the
Securing B.
ACR.
where this
Reloading.
rifle pulls
Capture
ahead
Bravo.
of all of its counterparts that can do this,
I mean, they
is the
finally
barrel
had a
change.
conversion.
Back up with
Now,
Bravo.
it
Don't
is
get
a
a,
more tedious process
another
because
caliber,
you have
but
to
we
take
can't see.
Bravo.
to undo the
Nobody cared
Loctite,
anymore.
securing the
And
barrel
yes,
into
Bravo.
place. However, having done this
Too little, too late.
and put the barrel back on, put the Loctite back in, torqued it down to the proper poundage, and evenly and then went ahead and shot it. Unlike all of its competitors, this rifle returns to 0. That is such a badass portion of this rifle, it's not even funny, because your ability
Securing
to change
B.
missions just
We're
went
taking
out
Alpha.
fucking roof.
Two objectives
Because
lost. Move in.
all you would really need is, now let's say that I got someone to fabricate an AR pistol
Alpha
tube,
secure.
right? Yes, I know about Viltor, but they don't do a
Securing B.
pistol tube. Let's say that I got a pistol tube on here. I can throw a
Go on.
12.5-inch barrel on here and be good to go for
We
a
are in
close-in
command here.
mission, quote-unquote.
Enemy
And
taking
then
Alpha.
I could save my 16-inch barrel or go with a longer barrel with a stiffer profile, and with the shorter, with the pistol length,
Assist your team at Alpha.
right? I could keep that on there.
Got 2 objectives.
0, both the barrel lengths to different glass, meaning the shorter barrel goes to this guy or one of my aim points. The longer barrel goes to magnified glass, like an ACOG, or something better than an ACOG, like almost everything. And voila!
Securing
All I have to do is change the barrels out, mount the glass, and I have a pretty damn close to perfectly zeroed rifle. The reason why I say perfectly damn close to zeroed rifle is that you pulled your barrel, and even though it returns to 0, you also pulled your optic. So it's catch-22. But it's pretty damn close to perfectly zeroed, and with a
Dude,
rifle
what the
that
heck?
is a long-distance rifle, quote-unquote, you can make adjustments on the
This
fly.
is one of the things I don't
After
like
that.
about the game.
Or
Stupid
you can
stuff
go
like
ahead and
that.
do a little bit
Throwing
of
knives.
windage with your reticle. So
That kills
your
you.
ability to
Heck
change
outta here,
missions
man.
actually exists with this rifle. And it doesn't exist for any of its competitors. Don't give a shit what anyone else says. You pull the barrels off of those quick
objectives
release
lost.
guns,
Move
and they don't hold 0 worth
Dude, you
of
gotta
fuck.
wait.
So,
Enemy at the courtyard.
major this rifle can actually change its personality. But with the kind of annoying comes the more annoying. This rifle does not like Magpul PMags. Possibly the best magazine in
It
the
doesn't
world
like the Gen 2 one.
does not like
Gen
this
2.
rifle. This is why. This little extra amount of body in that magazine catches on to your bolt catch and pushes it up. Because this little section of that magazine is pushing it up. Now, comparing this to a GI magazine, which you see on that left side. This is particular to the left side. Now, how you solve this problem if you want this, if you really want this rifle, but you got 1,000 PMags like a lot of other people do.
Alright.
We're taking Alpha.
All I did was file some of the shit off. There's a lot of fucking wilderness in this magazine, I swear. But all I did, and this is actually a
I'm
fresh
flagging
mag that I
my
did
barrel.
this to. All I did was relieve some of that.
We're taking Bravo.
And the best way that you test that is you pull the lower off the gun, and when you pull that lower,
Come on!
Target down.
all you really need to do is
Bravo
push your
secure.
rounds forward a little
Flash
bit. Just a little bit. To the point where that left round isn't catching
Again,
on.
he throws a knife. I'm shooting this guy, center mass, 5.56. I mean, at like 2 yards, and
Make sure
this
that
is
you're not
stupid,
catching
man.
on it.
He throws a knife
are,
in. He literally brings a knife to a
Now,
gun.
yeah, that magazine,
I'm
let's do
tired of it, man.
a
It's
different one.
stupid. It's really dumb.
Or one that hasn't been cut.
We have 2 objectives.
I made just like more realism and stuff than most people do, but I don't know. That's just irritating.
Something else,
Really
guys,
is.
if you run PMags in this, you are going to strip them out of the gun. The polymer on polymer contact makes the magazine strip. Personally, I strip my magazines anyway, so that doesn't really matter to me.
Enemy at the warehouse.
Because it's not as much about speed as it is me grabbing my other magazine first and making sure that another magazine with ammunition in it is good to go before I strip that old one out.
Reloading.
Now,
We've got Bravo.
all this being said, what's the final verdict? Well, it's accurate. It's balls on accurate, actually. It's taken an absolute assload of abuse. It has literally done everything that I asked of it. Has it encountered malfunctions? Yes, actually several. But it's either because I had magazines that were bad, had bad ammunition, or switched it over to suppressed and didn't switch it back.
Advantage is ours.
There was also another instance where I was trying out a Surefire Mag 60 and that thing just did not work at all. I don't recommend Surefire Mag 60s because they're very wishy-washy on which ones
lost
work
Bravo.
and which ones don't. It's unacceptable for a $90 magazine. So,
Securing Bravo.
honestly, would I recommend this to someone?
I really don't want to
Yes.
do this.
Does it offer advantages
We
over
captured Bravo.
AR-type rifles, especially piston AR rifles, to the point where it merits the price tag? Honestly,
Deployed.
no.
They've reached the halfway point.
The reason why I bought this rifle is as follows. I fucking wanted it.
Oh my
No
goodness.
one needs a Porsche, which is pretty much what this rifle is. They want
Command
one.
is ours. Maintain
Okay.
pressure.
This is a high-performance
Enemy at the
machine
warehouse.
with proprietary parts. Be knowledgeable of that,
That makes
okay?
two.
Because
Advantage
these
is ours.
parts are not as cheap and readily available
Enemies taking
as
Bravo.
all the AR and AK parts that are out there. And
Enemy at Bravo.
it does have a couple of quirks that knock a lot of people off of that knock a lot of people off of it and onto
Alright, shut
an
the
AR.
You wouldn't ever do that to you.
All of that being said, this thing has been tortured to death, shot to
You shot
pieces,
with
and it has
300
kept coming
38 low pull or
without a
anything like
problem.
that. So, 30
So, my personal opinion on it, if you can, fucking buy it. But remember, guys, this is all my opinion, so you can take it for what it's
Enemy
worth,
Bravo,
which
go.
is rated somewhere way below. I don't give
Bravo.
a fuck. But in any case, if you like this video and want to keep these coming, go ahead and like the video, share it, favorite it, and subscribe to the channel. I'll be glad to have you
I
on.
don't go that way anymore.
I'm on Facebook now under a Regular Guys Firearm page. I'll leave a link in the description below.
Setting charge.
And that's it for me, guys. Remember, a Regular Guys Firearm is the last defense against tyranny. Be easy.
They have two. Retake those objectives. Securing Alpha.
Shop at Hillsburg Diamonds and feel like the champion of engagement rings.
Shut
Jump
up.
on. That as well. It's
Securing Bravo.
Reloading.
Why am I reloading? I felt like I needed to do something.
Target down.
If you've ever botched a shot in front of all your friends, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Guys, like and comment.
Reloading.
Comment section is out of control. Get in there and find out why it is the most important part of this channel. If you guys are looking to support the channel, the biggest support of the channel right now is Big Daddy Unlimited. Big Daddy Unlimited is like the Costco of the gun world. 99 cents for the first month. After that, price goes up. Is it worth it? Well, are you worth it? Of course, we have our other sponsors of this particular video. We have Enforce with their weapon lights, Alias Concealment with their concealed carry holsters, and finally, Goat Guns. Goat Guns are like those little toy guns. Get them for your kids. They're kind of fun. I built them with like my older kids, and they rock. So something fun to have isn't for everybody now. Ladies, gentlemen, and my often forgotten, but most certainly not by me, Browning High Powers. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about a very cool weapon, and that is going to be the SIG 5.52. So, we have our buddy Sean on. Sean, glad to have you back, dude.
Awesome, thank you.
Not Indiana Jones this time.
No, still a shirt though. Can't get out of it.
For sure. Do you want to introduce yourself to the audience?
Yeah, just again, 10 years infantry. You know, I've been to Afghanistan, jumped out of planes, all the fun little things.
Airborne is the worst school
It's
I've
awful.
ever been to. Yeah, it's horrible.
It's
It's,
not
so
a good
stupid.
time.
It makes no sense. In any case, we're going to be talking about this weapon. Sean
that
actually
take?
happens to
No,
know a
like,
lot about this
yeah.
weapon.
While
He's done a
you're
lot of
doing
research
that.
on it, and we spent a lot of time shooting it. So we're going to talk about this and give you guys a little bit of a history lesson and what it feels like to shoot.
Charlie.
When it comes to this weapon, the
Jump.
6550
I'm
series
telling you,
is a legendary weapon in so many ways. Built by the Swiss, a very good design in so many ways, but in a lot of ways, the SIG
Put me down
552,
here.
which to be clear, this is a conversion to a 552, didn't live up to the expectations that the 550 did. However, the 553 ended up solving a lot of those problems. Now, is there anything that you kind of want to talk about before we get into the 552 right here?
Yeah, talking about the way that they took, the full-size weapon system
Yo,
and
man.
tried to compact
Capture
it down.
C.
For sure.
And one of the biggest changes that they were doing is they thought they could move their recoil system to behind the bolt.
Yep.
And it wasn't that it didn't work, but it created some issues because this breaks down much like an M4 does, and it breaks to the front. So that slowed the pop out. We see that in some other weapon systems. It's not a huge
Show it to me.
but given, serviceability in the field, you can't have, half the weapon system launching over your shoulder.
No, you don't want that.
So the biggest conversions are just putting everything back up front,
Yep.
much like an AK, and leaving it to do its piston job, leaving this free to, function.
Dysfunction.
Yeah,
And the
so-
553 is where they moved it back
Securing
forward, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So that was just one of the biggest things that was noteworthy. I mean, really, they did a great job of scaling this one down and just, taking that barrel shorter.
For sure, they did. What's interesting about, when you get to barrels below 10 inches, and this is an 8.3-inch barrel,
Yep.
556 just doesn't do great, especially on the M4 platform under 10.3. So there's a lot to be said with different weapon platforms when you go under that 10.3 range. And the SIG 553 specifically does a great job. And the 552 did to an extent as well. But, when you get under that, the DI system just isn't the best at running a really short barrel.
Yeah, one of the biggest things that we noticed, was how hot this weapon got
Dude.
and how fast it got that.
It got very
Because,
hot.
you have a plastic hand grip, it sits almost touching everything that gets hot.
Yep.
That heat transfer, everything kind of just, it's even barehanded on that plastic.
It was
or even
hot.
gloved, it was getting toasted.
This little metal piece right here got so hot.
It sneaks up on it.
But to get into it, we're gonna go tip to butt. Something we always do on this channel, and just go down the weapon and talk about it. So to start off with, if you want to come up here and take a look, guys, we have our muzzle device.
Hold all objectives.
We have a bird gauge flash hider, and they actually work really well, both in terms of keeping the weapon on target and also on flash suppression. And specifically, you can see that this is a very just common type of A2 flash hider, where you have it on the bottom blocking that way as it's firing. You're not kicking up a bunch of dust to give away your position. That's fine. I mean, honestly, probably most individuals and users ended up changing this for suppressor mounts or something like that. But what it comes with works absolutely fine. Now, moving up from there, do you want to talk about the gas system a little bit then?
So the gas system, right? It's a gas piston direct impingement, if I'm not mistaken here. So basically, they're so reliable, right? In the field, you see the AK-47 in that kind of platform really showed that is the way to go. When it's a battle rifle, when it's something to be tried and tested, you want to go direct impingement with that piston system. So I mean, everything's. If anybody doesn't understand it, it all captures up here and it's setting the rod connected to your bolt all the way back in reciprocating. All the gas remains up here, leaving a fairly clean weapon system in the chamber, which longevity, functional,
Piston systems just work really well.
They do.
When it comes to adverse conditions. And,
Yeah, absolutely.
And some other things as well that we'll talk to. The barrels, of course, are fairly accurate. I've always been very impressed with the accuracy you get out of SIG 550 type weapons. They're very awesome. The only thing that's limiting you when it comes to this particular weapon is range, right? You're still going to get very tight groupings, but your range is going to be shortened due to the fact that you don't have as much gunpowder being burnt before it exits that barrel. Because of that, your slug is just going to be traveling slower. That's just kind of...
You're losing the velocity.
This is what happens. So these guns are definitely ammo specific, right? If you don't have a good ammunition type that you're running with this, you're probably not going to get the best ballistics with this particular weapon. Now, moving on from there, the sights on this weapon are actually fairly awesome. They're very HK-like.
Very. I was just gonna say they're. I mean,
wish they had
these
the
are the ones that are
HK416
attached to the
on this
upper
one.
rail. The version that does not have this rail and has a dust cover with them attached It's the same as everything you'd expect.
I wanted
Right?
an
You're
HP
dialing in
416,
for your
but
different ranges,
uppers on those things
and
are
they're
so,
just
like,
extremely user
way
friendly,
too
and especially
high.
when you raise
I
them
bid it
up,
on
they're natural.
$4,500.
They're not. You're not searching for them. They are in
It's not
line
like that.
right
least
when you
not
get
to
on
me.
them. So I think that's probably my favorite part about these style of iron sights is that they're just there and they're easy to
I'm
see.
just not
Oh, for
paying
sure.
that
You
type
know,
of money.
that kind of brings us to I know it's not directly, tip to butt, and we're kind of going out of
Yeah.
order. But, when we
For
talk about
piston,
sights, I do want to talk about the stock
firearm.
because
Yes.
so many different piston weapons
weighs more
that
than
came
my
out around
308.
this time had a stock that was much lower. So this is almost in line.
Yes.
Because of that, the recoil is fairly gentle because it's
Plus
almost
it's
going
the
directly
gas.
back in your shoulder.
what
Not
I
quite
hear.
M4 like where you can get that action
the
right
recoil
into your
is
Yeah,
so-
it is a little lower, but it's still, again, when you talk about just the cheek glow right here, it's right where it should be.
It does, it feels
could
good.
be, we could argue all these, little measurements here, but it really it's a comfortable feeling
I like the
shooting
Mark
gun.
18.
For sure, and
So-
it feels great. So when it comes to the overall design, it's
short
a
barrel.
very just comfortable weapon to shoot as far as everything's
416 is
concerned. Now, if you move
10-4,
over to the charging handle right
Mark 18
here,
is 10-3.
we can see just a center type charging handle. It is angled up, so you can kind of reach up and over. I tend to reach under on my charging handle reloads, but I mean that comes down to the TTPs that were in use at the time, right? So I can't really fault them for that. Now the magazine
Actually,
designs
I
are
don't
very
know why.
interesting.
I think it's just
They're interesting in the fact that I think they're
I
trying
think
too
it's
hard.
exaggerated.
Oh, gang, the Smiths are getting
I'm
this
saying
thing.
they're we
We
ran into this problem, right? They're all plastic,
Yep.
and they're
like that.
proprietary.
Yeah.
The weapon system got so hot that it actually melted the feed lips on one
We
of
did
our
have that
mags,
problem.
and that doesn't happen on metal
I'm
mags.
gonna
Things like
die.
that. The other thing, it is really cool and neat that you can stack 6 mags together and do these commando reloads and all this. But again, you snap these off, they're
Yeah,
then you're out.
you
So
see it happen all the time with some of the older
Assist your
what was
team
it,
at B.
G36 Max
Yeah.
used to do that as
So-
well.
I need to move faster.
So here's the
I
thing,
don't
though,
know.
is I will give them this. So, given in the environment that they're in, primarily there's a lot to be said for this type of locking mechanism that's being used, because the M4 locking mechanism is absolutely
Securing B.
inferior in a cold environment, where it can freeze up very easily. So this type of mechanism, as slow as it is still a more secure and a better locking mechanism for a magazine in a cold environment. So they definitely did their homework when they did that. They knew what they were
right,
doing.
and it's a shot at something that I think about as what I have it to compare to. But yeah, given the climate that it's going to be, it definitely serves its purpose.
Oh, for sure. And what I think is really cool about this is it took a lot of the great things about AKs and a lot of the great things about M4s that kind of melded them. So we have the locking mag like the AK, but then we do have a bolt release very similar to an M4.
I've never been in a gunfight,
So you do get a bolt lockback when you fire your last round. So your reload is kind of AK-like, where you pop out the old one, rock in your new one, but to bring it forward, you push up this little lever right here, and it's going to bring your bolt forward there. So do that one more time. When I press it up. So it's a very quick reload overall, and the controls feel really good to me. And that goes
feel natural. It's something that we're used to.
for sure. And then we have our saw type, FAL type grip right here. If you guys want to come in and take a look at this. And we look at the controls right here. I'll kind of spin this around right for you. But it's very M4-like, and that's not a bad thing at all, because you have from safe to 1 round, 3 round burst, and then the full auto at that point.
Which I think is actually cool, because you're given more than just the 2 or 3 options that we're used to. You get to kind of use this weapon system in different scenarios.
Oh, for sure. And a better thing too is you don't have to rotate to the full 180 when you're going to full auto. So a lot with the M16 type platform, you go all the way around. With this one, you're not going all the way around, and because of that, to me, it just works a little bit better. You're rotating about 60 degrees or so. And it just works a lot better for me. The stock is, of course, a much simpler mechanism to use than like literally any other coordination.
There are some crazy setups out there, but this one is very user friendly. Comes forward and then it snaps right into that on the handguard. So it's really well thought out.
It is.
It works in that way. One thing that we didn't talk about was the the trigger guard.
Oh, yeah.
Folds out of the way.
Oh, no kidding.
For
I didn't know that.
Yeah, okay, and it slides out of the way. So we talk about cold environments,
Yeah.
right? So cold environments now,
Uncle, just
some would argue it's kind
waiting in.
of
Hold
sketchy.
on.
But no, if you're one of these giant gloves, and it just rotates out of the way like that.
That's very cool. I actually did not know that about that system.
Yeah, and that's for that gloved finger.
That's very
those
cool.
Giant trigger finger mittens.
That makes sense. So, I mean, they definitely designed it for the environment that they were in.
Captured
So you got to give them a lot of credit on that. Now, we've avoided it for long enough.
Yeah, go
We're
ahead.
gonna ghost that trigger. But a little Unchained Melody, guys. Gonna put that into semi right there. So, feeling that trigger right there, we have a little bit of play about... It's interesting. So you have about 2 millimeters of play, and then you hit... It gets pretty spongy.
You're needed at
Press
B.
into it. Pretty long,
You've taken the lead.
but a very, very gentle let off. So, we set that right there.
Come
That
on,
reset
man.
is very quick. So, from that reset, I'm not even joking. You're looking at maybe a 2 to 3 pound trigger. Very good military trigger. Now, moving that over to full auto at this point, feeling that out.
Securing Bravo.
Feeling that very similar. Very, very loud off. Same thing. And then, of course, no reset. Full auto at that point. But the trigger on these
Right
things
before
are
I can go.
really good. I really have grown to love this gun in the time that I got to fire this particular one. And just
Their
my time with
accuracy
other
is just
military weapons from
cannot be
Swiss.
defeated.
They make really nice weapons.
Reloading.
It is.
You know, it's good stuff. You know?
Yeah, there's not really
I like
much
this
to-
gun.
We have
I
taken
do
the
too.
lead.
It's easy to say, it's just it blends, reliability
ready to
of an
deploy.
AK with piston and all that, but it also gives you the ergonomics of the AR style. So it kind of
Reloading.
blends them, and
For
I
sure.
agree.
It feels great. And now if we're going to do a direct comparison between a short-barreled like Mark 18
I'm not going through that little
versus the SIG 552,
I'm not going through that
I
fatal
do
flaw.
believe that the Mark 18, of course, is a lighter recoiling weapon, both due to the operating principle of the longer barrel. With that being said, I can definitely appreciate this. This is definitely a cool weapon,
Yeah,
no matter
it's
what you do. And so, here's the thing. If you get the chance to
Enemies
shoot one of
taking
these,
Bravo.
definitely go out and shoot it, because it is very cool. If you can own one of these, even better. Make sure that you get a good build and all that kind of stuff, but it's not going to matter if you don't get training.
Absolutely.
So get out there, get training. Tons of great guys out there. Haley Strategic, Bear Solutions. Any other guys you want to mention?
I mean, if you're local, it's Epsilon Northwest for us up in the Pacific Northwest.
For sure.
And, again, we just try to make sure people are...
It's just stupid
have
how
fun
you
and
can
have
hit
fun
them
trainings
a whole bunch of times.
Just use these weapon systems and
They
any
could be,
other,
they could
safely
be
and fun.
facing
And definitely
completely
get out there,
opposite
guys. Get trained. If
direction,
you can't get training,
and they know
just go practice
exactly
in
where
your
you
time.
are.
You don't need to do much.
And it doesn't
Guys,
matter if you're
thank
on
you so
ground
much for
level
watching.
with them, if you're up in a building,
Except
hundreds of yards away,
another
they still
dad
know.
advice,
They always
which
know,
you're
and it's
totally
dumb.
not ready for. Sean, please hit my people with dad advice.
Oh man. Okay, so I think that going with training, right? So if you receive the training, if you go and search out that best training,
It's like
give it back, right?
a lot
So
of times
it does you no
you have
good
to catch them off
to take all
guard.
this training in and become the best shooter and the best at anything.
Come on.
If you're not willing to give it back out to others. So I think that would be the dad advice today.
I like that quite a bit. That's very good. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you've gotten this far, Survival Dispatch. Survival Dispatch is like a repository of survival information, where you can go ahead and check it all out. Definitely get in there. They're a big sponsor of the channel. Big thank you to them. Final shout out to my Patreon people. Thank you so much for supporting me. Love you guys. I've got nothing else for you.
We have control. Crush them. Enemy has Bravo. Securing Bravo.
Enemy at the center.
We're holding Bravo. We have control. Crush them.
Enemy at the restaurant.
behind all the glass. Good concealment. Best cover.
That makes two. The advantage is ours.
Just knew I was there.
just knew I was there.
Assist your team at B.
And I know she didn't see my laser because this is the laser that they claim that you can't see, which that's
Losing
not
Bravo.
how it works.
We're halfway there. Keep going.
Stupid. I do not know this level.
Enemy at the restaurant.
I gotta figure out a different way to do it.
Losing B.
Enemy at
lost
the train
B.
station.
I swear, man.
We're on Bravo. Two objectives lost. Move in. Securing Bravo. We've got Bravo. Need backup at Bravo. We lost Bravo. Securing B. We captured Bravo. Assist your team at B.
Damn it, guard took hold on.
You're needed at B.
I think she's
Enemy at the
decided
center.
We lost Bravo.
how we're gonna do it. I don't know.
We're holding Bravo.
I need a team. I'll give it a shot though. I feel like I'll get popped from my left hand side. Just trying this.
We're taking Alpha. Hold all objectives. Keep it that way.
Come on! Back off of it.
Grenade out! Enemy at Alpha, go! Losing Bravo.
Enemy at the tram station.
Still fighting for B.
You're needed at Bravo.
Enemy at the center.
I'm taking fire!
Losing Charlie. We lost Bravo.
Target down!
Grenade out! We lost Charlie. We captured Bravo.
I heard that shotgun. I wasn't gonna take any chances.
Enemy spotted!
Enemy at the hazmat building.
I have to reload! Fuck you! Enemies here! Here! Reloading!
That makes 2. The advantage is ours.
Low ammo.
Your team at Bravo.
I don't even know where they're coming from. It's from C?
Reloading.
Dude, I swear, if I get shot in the back.
Demo set.
I'm following y'all. I don't even know.
You're needed at Alpha.
Alpha.
Enemy has Alpha. We're taking Alpha.
Enemy at the center.
Assist
change
your
that.
team at Bravo. We've got Alpha. Lost Bravo. This is our fight. Stay focused.
I only got B
Reloading.
and C.
Enemy at the center.
They have 2. Retake those objectives. We're taking Bravo. We captured Bravo. Exceptional. This is who we are.
I guess. I'll use the Mark 18 Mod 0. I wish they had the Block 2 on there. I don't think they give you the, I haven't seen it, the Daniel Defense Riz 2 rail for that firearm. For the shorter M4, the 10.3 inch M4 barrel. Heck, I don't even think they even have that available, the 10.3 inch barrel on here. I don't even think they have it. No, it's 11.5. And I went with the shortest one I could go with. Oh my goodness, dude, come on. I mean, I stopped using it because it doesn't seem to have the power on here. I'm like, dude, it's still very deadly, even with the shorter barrel. You're just losing range. You just can't reach out and touch as well. But you can still put down punch. And it shouldn't take that many rounds. I'm probably gonna get it.
Domination. Control the objectives. Taking C. We've captured C.
And this is a weapon that's really for CQB, but in this game, you'll get killed with this in CQB. It's almost like you have to use it in a way where you're not going to come face to face with anybody.
We're holding 2. We have the advantage. You're needed at B. We've lost B.
Enemy at the garage.
They're taking B. Enemy controls 2 objectives.
It wouldn't be in a
Take
good
them
way.
back.
Come on.
Let's go. Losing Charlie.
Enemy at the center.
Changing mags.
This is a bad idea.
Flash out. Throwing stuff. I'm hit.
Bad idea.
Grenade out.
I'm an idiot. So, let him get it.
I'm taking. Taking Bravo. We captured Bravo.
This is gonna be a pain. I may just not use this weapon anymore. I don't have much faith in it.
Hostiles at Bravo. Go. I'm hit.
Come on!
Target down. Reloading.
Dude. Telling you, in this game, 5.56 don't mean nothing.
Taking fire. Flash out.
Get in there.
Shield turrets ready. Enemy controls 2 objectives. Take them back. Reloading. Changing mag. I will follow. We're taking Bravo.
Enemy at the garage.
Taking B.
Enemy at the center.
We're taking B. Captured B. Damn you!
One down.
As always, you know exactly where you are once you shoot them. Without fail.
Need backup at Bravo. We control 2 objectives. Guard them. Reloading.
Enemy at the back alley.
One down. Assist Charlie. We've lost Charlie. I'm hit.
Taking fire.
Taking fire.
Reloading.
Buen intento.
We're holding 2. We have the advantage.
Alright.
Hostiles are taking Bravo.
No.
We've lost Bravo.
Whoa!
I got you. Let's go.
Tuvo ahí. En serio, man. Come on. This
There. Put it down.
and he's got a shot.
Enemy controls 2 objectives. Take them back.
Yeah, the shot. Yeah, sure. That shotgun shell would have went right through my hard arm. Sure.
Enemy in the garage.
I don't know why they put me here.
Capturing Alpha. We've captured
Claro.
Alpha.
Enemy at the construction site.
Enemy's halfway there. Step it up.
Alguien murió.
We're holding 2. We have hostiles have Alpha. Taking B. Capturing Bravo.
Sigue. Ay, se me murió.
Enemy controls 2 objectives. Take them back. Capturing Bravo. We've captured Bravo.
Reloading.
Ay, la puerta ahí.
You're needed at Bravo. Need backup at Bravo.
Enemy in the
Pudimos.
garage.
Grenade out. Changing back. Send a decoy. I'm taking fire.
Shield turrets ready. We're taking B.
Flash out.
Enemy controls 2. Take them back.
We go together.
Uy, pendejo. Ahí. Come on, man.
Enemy at the garage.
Primero.
Capturing Bravo.
I see. Stand by. What is up? Reloading. Grenade out. Here, I'm hit. We go together. Need to reload. One down. Reloading.
Enemy near Main Street.
Hostiles are taking Bravo. We control 2 objectives. Guard them.
Reload.
Need backup at Bravo.
Enemy at the center.
Corre, come on, man.
We've lost B.
Taking the fire!
Enemy near Main Street.
We're taking B. The enemy holds 2 objectives. Keep hitting them.
Ay. Detrás.
We're taking Bravo.
This game is comical. This game is absolutely, I mean, it's just incredibly realistic.
Weapon free.
So realistic.
We've captured B.
Knife to a gunfight. I mean, they act like this body armor will not protect you from knives. They really do. It doesn't matter if it's steel, ceramic, polyethylene, it will stop it. Period.
Bravo.
Reloading.
Hostiles have Bravo.
There we go. Runs in like a zombie.
Enemy at the construction site.
It would help if I
We're taking Bravo.
take off the modifier.
Enemy controls 2 objectives. Taking B. We captured Bravo.
Me conviene tomar otro camino. Ah, ok.
Assist your team at B. We're taking Alpha.
Oh!
I'm taking fire. Reloading.
Shield turret ready.
Whoa! Woo!
Capturing Bravo.
¿Por qué no me mató?
We've
Jump.
captured Bravo.
Salte.
Reloading.
I would never jump that far down. All that weight, but hey. It's a lot of weight. Full kit.
We're holding 2. We have the advantage.
I guess when your life is on the line. I'm not worried about your knees.
We've lost Bravo. Get it together.
You don't have any aspirations of becoming a soccer player anytime soon. Fumo.
Reloading.
Siempre
Capturing
ustedes
Bravo.
están usando este fumo. ¿Por qué? No entiendo.
Captured
No
Bravo.
entiendo.
Reloading. You're needed at C.
Cuidado. Ok, aquí termina.
Stand down.
I mean, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be a lot worse. Because usually I just can't kill anybody with it. I thought it was going to be worse. It wasn't really good, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. No, no, no. I like this stage. I like this map, whatever you call it. I don't know what I'll run here. What can I use? I'm thinking about the Sig Virtus. I don't know. I want to use some of the PCCs, but like it's a pistol caliber. I know it's a video game you work, but I don't know. It just feels weird. You know, I'll use one on the next one. For now. Crazy, like they put the Riz rail on the M4 with the 14.5 inch barrel, but they don't make it available, at least that I haven't seen, for the
Bravo secure.
to make a Mark 18.
We have taken the lead.
I don't know where I am. Where am I? Oh, okay. Wait a minute, am I there? I don't know. Ooh, where am I? Oh! I think I know where we are.
Changing back.
Under attack!
That makes two.
Changing
The advantage is ours.
Granada. Oh yeah, Poppy. Look the other way.
Contact!
Changing mags.
Come on.
Shield turret ready to deploy.
Oye. La ventana. Oye. No, 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 no.
You're needed at Bravo.
Ay. Me
You're
pegaron.
needed at Bravo. Enemy has Bravo.
Stop throwing smoke. Ay.
We're on Bravo. Stand by. We captured Bravo. takes two. The advantage is ours.
I see.
Ay, por supuesto. Ay.
Grenade out!
Assist your team at B. Losing Bravo.
Accelerate your future.
Enemy has Bravo.
I really do. Just have to play 1,000 ads, no matter what. You could have a video that's literally 50 seconds and they will play 2 ads during it. The ads will outlast the video.
We're taking Bravo. They have 2. Retake those objectives.
Spare. Bobby, you just gonna rush in and get shot down.
Right behind you.
Well, wait.
I got you. Let's go. I see one. Setting a deep hit. I'm hit! Grenade out!
Oh, you're an idiot.
I'm taking fire! Target down!
Enemy at the barrel.
Right behind you. Fuck you!
To the dreamers.
Yep.
Shield turret
There.
deployed.
To those just getting started.
Oh, there. Shut up, YouTube. They're not gonna be able to take it.
Changing mags!
Get out of there. See, it's so stupid. He immediately swung on me.
I see movement!
Enemy at the barrel.
Target down!
Right behind you.
I would appreciate it if they would die.
They have reached the halfway point.
Sooner. Much sooner.
Enemy at the missile launchers.
Reloading!
think I should win that one.
Throwing grenade!
We're taking Bravo.
Let me get out of here. Vamos. Ay, vamos a salir.
We go together.
And you get popped. Clear. I knew you messed that up. I knew you would. We're gonna lose.
Enemy at the missile launchers.
So what y'all plan on doing is just keep this.
Flash out!
Throwing more and more bodies.
Target down! Grenade! Reloading!
Ain't even a good dynamic. Like, come on, man. You just throwing bodies in there. Everybody died for it. Come on, man.
We're on Bravo. Stand by.
Dude, that's stupid.
We're on Bravo. Stand by. Bravo secure.
Good cover. Good cover. That's not good cover.
We have 2 objectives. Take the third.
Flash out!
Target down!
Enemy in Bravo. Go. Lost Bravo. Securing Bravo.
Enemy at the barrel.
Move.
I will follow. Reload!
They have 2. Retake those objectives.
Oh! That's. Ay!
Unit ready to deploy.
Headshot.
Securing Bravo.
Flash out! Reloading!
They didn't pass through that wood. Come on, man. Got him. Okay, bueno.
Securing Bravo. We've got Bravo.
I'm just scared that if I cover over here, you guys are just gonna let somebody come right.
Taking fire!
Low ammo. Taking that.
Fire! Reloading.
Reloading.
Let's go.
We have 2 objectives. Take your needed and
What? Throwing grenade!
need backup as well. We're on Alpha, stand by. We lost B. Alpha secure. We're down, not dead. Let's move. Securing Bravo. You're needed at Charlie. We have 2 objectives.
Med
Take
box.
the
I thought it was
third.
a person.
We lost Charlie. We've got Bravo.
Right when I get to it. What is...
Your team with me. Down.
Orleans.
Return soon.
No, we're going right back. Get my revenge. Yeah, bring in a DMR. Set up. Scar 17 can be a DMR regardless, but I mean, it fills the role of a lot of weapon systems, but it's kind of like a jack of all trades. But like, just master of none. I don't need to go suppressed.
Capturing the friendly objectives. Securing Alpha.
Run.
Setting a mine.
Claymore set.
You guys are getting killed like immediately.
You're needed at Bravo.
Ain't too bright, are y'all?
I will with you.
Enemy at the missile launcher.
We lost Bravo.
Fire! The hell you doing?
Shield turret ready to
Instead of
deploy.
running at me, you should have shot me.
Reloading.
Whoa, you got him. Ooh, he ran on me. I didn't even notice he was that close. You actually saved me, bro.
They've got 2 objectives. Keep hitting them.
Changing max.
Securing B.
Izquierda. Venga. ¿Cómo? Tengo un regalo.
Securing B. Reloading. Captured Bravo. Need backup at Bravo.
I'm taking fire!
Assist your team at Bravo. We've lost Bravo.
Target down!
Te moriste muy rápido.
Reloading!
Muérete ya.
Securing B.
Nadie está aquí.
Captured Bravo.
Es muy evidente.
Got a chopper on station. Needs a gunner.
Reloading!
We're holding 2. We have the advantage.
Está mi equipo.
Reloading!
We made USAA insurance for veterans like Martin. When the hailstorm hit, we needed his insurance to get it done right away.
Cabrón.
Reloading!
Losing Bravo.
Smoke!
Está bien.
Can't stop me.
Enemy holds 2 objectives. Take them back.
Have your back.
Target down!
Shield turret ready to deploy.
Oh, guys, come on.
Securing B.
captured Bravo.
Izquierdo. Cúbrelo.
Target down!
I can make a shot with a pistol, maybe. Not in real life, I could. Nowhere near that good with a pistol.
We're holding 2. We have the advantage.
Arriba.
Enemy at the courtyard.
Realmente, ¿cómo?
Reloading!
Muévete.
We're in control.
Enemy at the courtyard.
We're halfway there. Keep fighting.
Reloading!
Enemy at the courtyard.
Target down!
Shield turret ready to
Hay otro.
deploy. Assist your team at B.
Ah, lo siento.
Enemy at the missile launcher.
My head!
Enemy at the courtyard.
¿Dónde?
Reloading!
Drive safe. What do we do with our son gone off to college?
What you'll do is play
Target down!
file with the help of an expert, or let an expert file for you. Intuit TurboTax Live.
Reloading!
I really don't like when y'all do no one should be coming at me.
I'm hit!
Assist your team at A!
Reloading!
Alright.
We've lost Alpha. Losing B. Securing Alpha. Securing Charlie. Alpha secure.
I have your back.
Chopper on station.
Aye.
We lost Bravo.
Fire!
Innocent thief.
Target sighted.
Enemy at the missile
Got
launcher.
two objectives. Keep hitting them.
You're gonna get killed. And then I'm gonna have to look left.
We're taking Bravo.
Target down!
You're
Got
welcome.
Bravo.
That was smart.
Shield turret ready to
Doing this
deploy.
hand.
Oh, shit!
Mama, I really don't know what you're doing.
Reloading!
Of course.
Got two objectives.
Reloading!
Reloading!
No reason why that should work. Whew, got me. Good job.
Soccer is definitely a family, and we're really proud.
At this point, I really don't care, you two. Stop playing
You're
stupid
needed at
stuff.
Bravo.
Come on, man.
Hostiles at Bravo.
Pop and
Enemy
stop!
at the missile launcher.
I'm gonna go this way. Claramente no va a dar resultar como cierra yo, pero podemos intentar. Puedo intentar.
We're on Bravo. Stand by.
Voy a morir.
Enemy holds two objectives. Take. We captured Bravo.
Claymore set.
We're winning this side.
Back up! I'm hit! Reloading!
My team is no longer behind me.
We've got two objectives. Lock it down. Hard fought. Well earned.
can't remember this one. I played it like once and it was okay. It can change.
Domination. Capture and defend the forward operating position. We're taking Charlie.
If I don't get out here, I think that's gonna change.
Need
Real
backup
quick.
at Bravo. Got Charlie. Control. We've lost B. We're on Bravo. Stand by. Enemy holds 2 objectives. Take them back. We're holding Bravo. Hostiles are taking Bravo. Shield turret ready to deploy. Hostiles at Bravo.
I don't know where we are.
Hold 2 objectives. Take them back.
Grenade out!
Took his attention off of me.
Enemy at the center.
Shield turret ready to deploy.
Reloading!
Whoa, mama.
Reloading!
Throwing stun!
We're on Bravo. Stand by.
Reloading.
Bravo.
Reloading.
No ammo!
You would do that, wouldn't you? They're gonna shoot you. Okay. They're gonna shoot you.
You're needed at B. We've got 2 objectives. Lock it down.
Well, they shot you.
Hostile
Probably gonna shoot
Bravo.
me because I'm about to run out of bullets.
Target down! Reloading! Taking fire! Reloading!
They've got 2 objectives. Keep hitting them.
Come on, let's take it. Come from the left and the right.
Got that one. Turn around! Setting
Securing
decoy.
Bravo.
Coming on.
Bravo secure.
Got it.
Been hit! I've been hit! I'm inside!
We're central, man.
Hostiles are taking Bravo.
Reloading! Coming on. Changing mags.
Quick. She wasted no time. She absolutely wrecked me.
Losing Bravo!
You get the drop on one person, but then you'll put yourself in.
We've lost B!
Hostile.
Come on. Come on, smoke.
Enemy holds 2 objectives. Take them back.
Nothing hit!
Oye, espera mi pan.
Securing Bravo. Bravo secure. Shield turret ready to deploy.
Come on.
Hostiles taking Bravo.
I knew I shouldn't have stepped out that far.
Taking Bravo.
I wanted to get rid of him. Overstep.
We've lost Bravo.
Come on. Die. Win.
Enemy holds 2 objectives. Take them back.
Reloading!
Oye, cuidado, man.
Shield turret ready to deploy.
Esperen.
We're on Bravo. Stand by.
Reloading!
We're taking Alpha.
Attack out!
Contact!
Taking Bravo.
Balas a la cabeza, papi.
We're on Bravo. Stand by. Throwing grenade.
Oye,
We're on Bravo.
I'm taking fire! Reloading!
las píldoras para ti. Un regalito. Para todos. No! Come on, man! How many times did I just hit this guy? Don't put me right here. No cover. Exactly. They put me right where I had no cover.
We're on Alpha, stand by.
That's a stupid place to put me. I'm gonna die so quick, it's not even funny.
We're holding all points, defend.
I like this level though. It's just big enough to keep everything running, but not.
Hostiles are taking Alpha.
It's not too big, not too small.
Charlie, go. We've lost Charlie.
Enemy at the center. Reloading.
Die, man. Come on.
Your 6.
Taking fire!
Enemy at the forklift.
We're holding 2. We have the advantage. We're taking Charlie. Shield turret ready to deploy. We've lost Alpha.
Taking fire!
Drop it! Enemy at the forklift.
Taking fire!
Reloading.
Enemy at the forklift.
We're on Charlie, stand by. Charlie secure. Hostiles in Charlie, go.
Oh!
Reload.
Woo!
Hostiles at Bravo, go. We've got 2 objectives, lock it down. We've lost B.
This is not a good spot.
We're on Alpha, stand by.
We got B.
Captured Alpha.
Launching a claymore.
Okay, this screen is a win mag, man. That ain't no joke, dude. You do not want to get this one. No body on this dude.
We've lost C.
Enemy at the forklift.
Offhand.
Securing B.
Taking fire!
Securing B.
Flash out!
We've got Bravo.
Reloading!
Come on! I don't know which way they're gonna go.
We've got 2 objectives, lock
Air
it down.
cover. And
You're needed at B.
Coming on.
whoa!
We've lost Bravo.
Get it back. Get it back. Oh my goodness. Could have swore my he must have got popped. Oh, of course he got popped. Come on. We're gonna lose.
We're holding Bravo. We've got two objectives. Lock it down. Fall back, soldier. Fight another day.
There's really just nothing to do there. I like that level. I'll go. Matter of fact, let me edit a loadout for this. I'm not gonna go use the SIG. I'm gonna use something else. This is redundant. Don't get me wrong, it allows me to go from 1.5 to 4, whereas this is just 4, which is stupid because in real life the LCAN, you can flip it from 1.5 to 4. Well, actually, this is just straight up 1. 1 to 4. You go 1 to 4, just, you know, flip up the magnifier. This is 1.5 to 4. Why they wouldn't allow you just to do that, but hey, it's the game. I'm gonna use a different weapon. I'm not really a fan of bullpups. I don't like the Galil Ace. I like the Galil, but I don't like the Galil Ace really. No. No. I don't know much about the. I think it's the HK466. I think that's what it's called. I don't know much about it at all. Like at all. Do I want to use it? Not really. F 2 and 4 variants. I have a FAL. I don't like the FAMAS. I don't know what this is. 12.7 by 55. Is that like the same measurements of like the Beowulf? The 50 Beowulf? I don't know. I already have a SIG, I already have a SCAR, AK. I don't want to use an AK. Not for this. You know what? We'll make one. Oh, I don't know nothing about. I think it's called the HK4. No, it's the 433, not the 66. I don't know. I don't understand how would chopping down the barrel considerably and putting a suppressor in it give it better velocity. And decrease your aim down. That's so backwards. I don't even get that at all. 16.6, 19.8. I don't know what this is. Pet 15. D-ball, Pet 15. I always like having some magnification. Heck no. 50 rounder, 60 rounder, heck no. Wow, that makes it extremely compact. It's a very short barrel. See how that works.
Domination. Capture and hold the objectives. We're on Alpha, stand by. Securing Bravo. We're holding Alpha. This is ours. Keep pushing. Shield turret ready to deploy.
Reloading.
Enemies taking Alpha. That makes 2. The advantage is ours.
You better make some noise before you come in here, bro.
Reloading.
Reloading.
No. Clip.
Using a stun.
Bravo.
I thought I saw something.
Enemy at the forklift.
Need backup at Bravo. We lost. We're on Bravo, stand by. Bravo, stand by. We captured Bravo.
Push, because I don't want to be. I really never wanted to.
Enemy at the forklift.
Reloading. Shield turret ready to deploy. Target down! Advantage is out. Reloading.
Come on. You're an idiot! Close the door for a reason. Give an audible cue if anyone comes in.
Lose speed. Enemy has Bravo.
Come on! Run! I swear, bro. Of course, you don't peek to the side. You go up top.
I got your back.
2 objectives lost. Move in.
Enemy at the forklift.
Good.
Got Bravo.
Enemy at the forklift.
Shield turret ready to deploy. We have 2 objectives. Take the third. Reloading. Losing A.
I'm taking the fire. Enemy at the forklift.
I'm telling you, man. I will always be playing these bad positions.
Shield turret ready to deploy. Enemy at Alpha, go!
Enemy at the forklift.
Losing A. Yes, Alpha.
Come on.
Securing Alpha. Reloading. We're holding Alpha.
I got your back.
We're halfway there.
I'm here! Flash out! Grenade out!
Need back up at Alpha. Enemy has Alpha. Securing Alpha. We've got Alpha. Losing Alpha. You're needed at B. Lost Alpha. Assist your team at B.
Right.
Losing Bravo. 2 objectives lost. Move in. We're losing. Retake those points. Securing Alpha. We're holding Bravo. Securing Alpha. Alpha secure. Shield turret ready to deploy. Reloading.
Enemy at the container.
Took all of those rounds to his side. Are you kidding me? So they don't penetrate cardboard boxes. Then I step out this, bro. I'm telling you, man. The logic of this game. I couldn't shoot through a cardboard box.
Enemies taking Alpha. Enemy has Alpha. Two objectives lost. Move in.
I'm telling you, man, like it really pisses me off. I shot this guy in the side. I don't know, 4 times. 5, 6.
Shield turret ready to deploy.
Then I shot this sucker on the ground over and over and over through a cardboard box, and none of the rounds penetrated. None. I cannot believe this. I mean, what are in those boxes? Plates of body armor? I mean, come on.
Securing Charlie. Got Charlie.
Taking fire!
Need backup at Charlie. Need backup at Bravo. Enemy has Bravo.
Come on.
They have two. Retake those objectives.
Enemy at the center.
Throwing grenade!
We're taking Bravo. Shield turret ready to deploy. Securing Bravo. Securing Alpha.
Come on.
Set to charge.
Come on, run.
We're taking.
That many headshots to get a kill. I want to get up in the ball position. Sure.
Securing Bravo. We're holding Bravo. Enemies taking Charlie. Enemy has Charlie. Shield turret ready to deploy. Two objectives lost. Move in. Securing Alpha.
Target down!
Securing A. We're down, not dead. Let's move. Securing C.
Reloading!
We've got Charlie.
Reloading!
Still got it.
Abort mission. Regroup.
I don't know, man. Still got it. Really? The SCAR is not meant for this. This is not what it's designed to do, but I'm going to go to the SCAR. AK-47.
Domination. Capture and defend the objectives.
Alright,
we're taking Charlie. You're needed at Bravo.
I'm all about
Charlie
right
secure.
now.
We've taken control.
I'm not going to make
Must
it,
be.
trying to make it a challenge or nothing.
We're on Bravo. Stand by.
At some points I will.
They've got 2 objectives. Keep hit. We're on Bravo. Stand by.
Y'all always get dusted off.
We've got Bravo.
Come on,
Hostiles at Bravo, go.
Can't stop it.
Hostiles at Bravo.
He opens that door. God. ¿Dónde está el otro? Sí.
Enemy holds.
Reloading!
We're on Bravo. Stand by. We're holding Bravo.
Taking fire! Grenade out! Reloading!
We're holding the advantage. Team of B.
Mama.
No ammo!
Hostiles are taking Bravo.
I've been sighted! Reloading!
We pulled ahead.
Really
Team of
good.
Bravo.
Like to not have to stand here the whole time. I need you guys like to don't want to lose. Every time I roll,
Reloading! Knock it down!
Alright, come on now. You wanna rush me, right?
Wait for fire.
Changing man, Tango fire.
We've got two objectives. Lock it down.
Changing man.
Changing man.
is my revenge!
Still in the house.
Losing B. Hostiles at Bravo. We're on Bravo. Stand by. Shield turret ready to deploy.
Target down! Reloading!
How the heck did that happen?
Changing mag! Reloading!
You just like
Down!
failed in your responsibilities.
They've got 2 objectives. Keep hitting them. Securing Alpha.
Come on, man.
Reloading.
Enemy in the center.
Captured Alpha.
Setting decoy. Up in it! Grenade out!
Enemy in the container.
We've got 2 objectives. Lock it down.
Setting a decoy.
Assist your team at Charlie.
Flash out!
We've lost Charlie. Ready to deploy.
Fuck you! Taking fire! Reloading!
Bravo. Take them back.
Contact!
What your 6?
We're holding 2. We have the advantage. You're needed at B. Hostiles at Bravo. We're on Bravo. Stand by. We've got Bravo. Shield turret ready to deploy.
You know, barrel way too much doing like that.
We're crushing them. Stay with it. We're holding 2. We have the advantage. We've lost Bravo.
Reloading!
Securing Bravo. Outstanding. I expect nothing less.
I hated having to do that in the beginning, but my team, they just don't do it. Like, I'm not gonna lose 3 times in a row. Once, alright. 2, alright, starting to get on my nerves. 3, I'm just gonna be like, you know what? I don't have that much time.